Hey everybody, welcome to Modded 116 Minecraft Episode 6. And I did a couple of things. Actually, it's probably been another day or two since I shot an episode. I've been kind of doing, like, mediocre things to kind of, like, I don't know. I don't have a good, I don't really know. But I haven't really been shooting episodes, but I've been kind of, like, working on my build a little bit. Now you're probably wondering, well, that and I just got done shoveling, like, 2,000 pounds of snow over the course of 2 days. That was exciting. And I'm placing all these by hand. And sometimes if you use the builder and you try to place a circle outside of another circle, like to border it, sometimes it can throw off like the more minute angles. So like it could sometimes build this one back one or build it forward one, and I want it to be precise. So I did all this by hand, like 1,800 blocks, give or take. But I still need about 500 or 600 more to do the back wall over here. And I think I'm gonna put windows in both of these. Like I wanted this to be like the Hive off of Resident Evil, but I'll never be able to build something that like that exactly. So I figured I'm gonna give it like qualities of said architecture, but it's gonna be like my own thing. So I'm using the Blackstone because I think it looks super cool for a lot of stuff, but I ran out. So yeah, I'm gonna put like stairs at the top, and I'm gonna get an exchanging gadget and put like a whole other roof on this. I think, unless I just cover this in slabs, which I might do. Right now, the room is 7 high from the floor to the ceiling, so I could cut it down to 6 if I put slabs up there, which shouldn't hurt anything, but we'll see. So this is the ore processing thing. I skipped a couple of steps in the last video, but I wanted to get it up and running while I was doing the building, so I went ahead and finished it. So this is pulls in water from the sink. Water turns into hydrogen and oxygen. A million people have done this, so it's nothing really super new, but I figured if you just watch me by some miracle of a chance that I'm the only Minecrafter you watch, then I want to try to go through it pretty thoroughly. Then next is the basic purifying factory, which you already knew about. It doesn't take all the different ores, but it does. It doesn't take all the different ores, but it does take uh, a good bit of them. I just put them all in here and see what it picks and chooses, and then I'll take the rest of them out. It doesn't like to do the immersive engineering ones. Uh, like I said, this mod pack I kind of threw together. I didn't integrate everything. I figured if I'm going to do that, I might as well do my own mod pack that I've been working on for 6,000 years. But following that up, I thought you just did the smeltery next, but you actually have to use the crushing factory, which then crushes the clumps into dirty copper dust, and then that needs to be cleaned in the enrichment factory, which turns it into clean copper dust, or clean dust of said metal, and then that goes into the basic smelting factory, which then is getting output into this chest. And you have to set up your sides as such. So this has got to push gas over to this machine. This machine's got to take in the gas, and it's got to push out, and it's got to take in your raw materials, and it pushes out the clumps, and it goes into this machine, and so on and so forth down the line, and then pushes out the top. And make sure you click the auto eject button, which you'll see right here, or else it won't work. And you'll have to do like a pipe or something. So I'm mostly running this off of passive power, but I do supplement it with some coal from time to time, and I supplement it with some redstone from time to time, but right now it's keeping up, so barely. It's barely keeping up, let's put it that way. But we're moving right along when it comes to that, so good. I made the voltmeter because you can't see this because I don't have Wayla, because for some reason I overlooked that. And the voltmeter it'll show like how much current and how much storage and of flux you have. So as you can see, this is going up because I have this going, and only 3 of these machines are actually processing at the moment. Once this one kicks on, then this will rapidly drop. But that's alright, because that's what this is for. And I'm using immersive engineering, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, it looks cool, but it's very resource intensive, and it's not very practical. Like, it's a lot of looking cool, and I like that, I do, but if you know anything about me and my channel, it's not an aesthetic thing for me, it's a functionality thing. I just wanted to mess with this mod because it's been a while, so that's why I popped it in here. So, yeah, alright. And that's pretty much that. So this is going to slowly but surely process all of our ores, and I already took one trip up of all the different ores I have. So that's that. Next, we'll go over the power. If you noticed, I have Feral Flare Lanterns to a certain degree. Yeah, I didn't want to waste a ton of gold, so I just kind of like doing areas at a time, because until I got that up and running, I don't have like an insane amount of gold. Glowstone and I don't know if it's gold bars or gold ingots, and it's glass. I think it's gold ingots, so if it's gold ingots, it's not as bad, but, barrel, no, it is entire ingots, so yeah, I made like, I think 16 of them, but, you know, I don't have like a ridiculous amount of coal, so I didn't want to, or gold, so I didn't want to waste it. Well, it's not really a waste, but at this stage of the game, I'm not using the space, so it doesn't really have to be completely lit. Plus, I want to be able to acquire Enderman for Mystical Agriculture at some point. So, yeah, alright. So what we want to do this episode is, after I go over the whole little power setup I did, I want to get into Mystical Agriculture, and I want to try to farm a couple resources that I'm having trouble with, such as leather, ender pearls, slime balls, gold probably, and osmium. In which, at this, where I'm at now, it's not like I'm really hurting for it, but it's not gonna, it'll be better to have something to supplement it. So, I made 2 more of those guys, which isn't really helping me much, because it can only transfer enough for 2 of them, so one of them's just sitting up there, stored power, but it can only transfer 2's worth, so it's going down through and hooking into here. And then I have the 3 water wheels up on the hillside, which I'm going to decorate all this up a little bit, and it's pulling the power across and down. I think there's a little bit of a loss the further you transfer the power, but it's all free power, so I'm not too concerned about it. Like, I'm probably going to upgrade all this to MV tier at some point, but for right now, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. I kind of put the builder here, and I set it up like 200 blocks away, and I set up a filter, and this kind of upset me because I wanted Blackstone. I was about to point to it like you guys could see me, but the one I'm using downstairs to build with, I kind of wanted that one, but I couldn't get it to work properly without mining everything. And I didn't want to waste the extra energy, the extra power for cobblestone and sand and stuff that I'm just voiding off at this point. So you can see, like, I've been grabbing some stuff out of here and taking it to different places, but I'm kind of just letting it go now because, okay, so I got a lot of osmium. Not a little bit of gold too, but if I open up a slot here, it drains power like a madman. So I'm kind of just like letting this stay full for now, and I will, once I figure out what I can crush and what I can't, then I'll start moving stuff more appropriately. I had some trouble with the water wheels. Make sure you have plenty of space cleared out for them. Like, I had to actually take it apart and set it up down here in the field, because I thought there was just something wrong with it. Like, I thought that because I had the particles turned off for the water, that it didn't count it as a flowing block. But it turned out that I just needed to cut it back one more. So, yeah. Just make sure you stay aware of that. I attached the nodes to the trees. I thought that's kind of cool. It's like nature's telephone pole. I think it's kind of sick, but it's whatever. And I have this all going into this battery. 2 inputs. Each input side can do 256 input, and it can only output 256 through these nodes. With this being directly attached, it can do like I don't know, 4 times that much, like 1,024 or something. It goes directly into this. That's why when I turn this on, it completely drains all my power. But like I said, that's fine for now. And I have all the power going across here, and it's going down into my ore processing thing. And another thing you want to be careful of, most mod packs don't have it disabled. If you walk... Oh, crap. Oh, I'm an idiot. But if you walk into the wires, it can kill you, as you just seen there. So, yeah. Let me just get on out of here. So don't touch the wires, and as you go higher in the tiers, so LV and HV, it can do more damage. That hurt my armor too, probably. But anyways, so that's what I've done so far. Now let's get into Mystical Agriculture before I waste more of your time talking, because right now, I did a lot off camera, but it was a lot of like mundane building and stuff. It wasn't really anything too extravagant. The voltmeter is so this is the different recipes. I wanted to kind of let you guys see what it costs. You guys can look this up in JEI. I didn't change any of the recipes, so this is just what it takes to make this stuff. And, you know, that's that. I've had these up here since the beginning. I'm probably never going to actually make them. But, you know. So, I have a bunch of stuff up there that I want to make, but we're going to start with the simple stuff first. So let's go to Mystical Agriculture, and we want to make these 2 gems. We got to make the first one first to be able to make the second one. So we're gonna do that first. That's why I kind of started the Inferium like super early, because I knew I was gonna need it. So let's get started, shall we? What do we got here? 46. All right. I guess we can take a stack of the. I turned them into blocks to save room, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. But you know, 1 diamond. Whoa. 1 diamond. Get 2 diamonds because we're gonna need them, and we'll take a stack of prosperity shards because we should have a good amount of those too saved up. So let's take this, and then we can make this guy. And then we want to make this guy pretty much immediately because, you know, why not? So let's do this. And then do this. We're just going to turn all this into it because we're going to need it. Like, if we don't need it now, we're going to need it. So it's not that big of a deal. They changed the gem, so it's not a durability thing. I don't really know why. I mean, I can see it being like something people were cheesing, but now it's an amount of uses, not a durability thing. And I think it's been like that for a while, so it's not super new, but you know, something worth mentioning for anybody that's new to the mod. I might need to get more. This might not be enough. We're gonna need more. Yeah, we're gonna need another. Let's just grab another whole stack. I think I got like 7 stacks, so we should be. Like I said, I try to be somewhat level prepared. But, you know, if you're a fan of this channel, which, by the way, thanks for the support and all that nonsense, because noticed I've been getting some pretty consistent views, and that's kind of nice. Because I'm not doing this to be famous. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's a level of therapeutic, and it's kind of nice to know that somebody out there is enjoying what I'm doing. So, yeah, enough with the formalities. Just wanted you guys to know it doesn't go just because I don't mention it doesn't mean it's not appreciated. So yeah, enough of that. Let's. I try to be as prepared as possible, but it can. I don't always calculate everything out. Like a lot of times when I do these episodes, I'm pretty much just like, you know, diving right in. I still ain't gonna have enough. One more stack. I think I have a lot. I should have plenty. A lot of times I just kind of like dive right in, and I kind of like hope for the best. Sometimes like in mod packs that I'm trying harder at, I do like a test world, but most of the time I just kind of like to figure it out as I go because most people that are playing this are doing the same thing. You know, in my opinion, a lot of people that do this stuff, especially people like me, are kind of just stumbling through it, trying to do the best they can with the knowledge they have. And I like to show that in my videos because you know it, I can't pretend to be like I know everything. Like I've been doing this for a while now, and it's getting easier, but I'm still like find myself making really stupid mistakes sometimes. But especially now it's 116 because I got a ton of stuff I got to learn. But anyways, let's make this here. Let's make this gem. I think it's like this, and then let's just click it in because it's gonna be yeah. Then we got this guy, and it is unlimited uses, and that's going to be end of the end of our dude here. So perfect. Um, so that can get rid of these, and that'll give us that um, for for future use. Now we want to make these pedestal things, so we're going to need a bunch of gold, a bunch of red carpet, which is going to require a bunch of wool, which I did not think about because sheeps are something I don't have. I actually don't see them on the map. I actually don't see any animals. We had a crappy wandering trader at some point, but I mean, you can kill them all you want. You're not going to get wool, so that's kind of a bummer. And to make the seed, is there a tricky way to get wool? I know this. I know there's a seed for it, but I need sheep for that. So yeah. So sheep essence, string I can do. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. It seems like I don't know. Whenever I try to, it's got to be the dry heat in my house. Like it's got to be what it is. If I'm outside, like once in a while I get a little bit of a tickle, but it's when I'm inside the house. It's like the dry heat like kills me. Just grab all of it, get it all. And as far as red dye is concerned, it shouldn't be a big deal. And we'll do one more stack, and we'll just turn it all into wool. We're probably going to need it, so it's not that big of a deal. If you can hear in the background, you can probably hear me like repeatedly clicking. It's because it doesn't always want to shift click. I don't know why. It's not a huge deal, but it is kind of annoying. Poppies. How can I get red dye? Shouldn't be a big deal because I can use the mystical agriculture petals and this guy. And let's put this extra wool stuff away. So that, and I need bone meal. These are kind of like my dump chests for right now. Just kind of like dumping stuff in here until I find a place for it. See, I only got 2 pieces of leather. That's something that's kind of a problem. Here's some bone. Can I put this in the crusher downstairs? And is it going to give me an increased amount of bone meal? Considering, actually, I don't see a mechanism thing. Oh yeah, right. Oh, this is an energized smelter. Gives me 3. Guess what else gives me 3? Just crafting it. Right? Yeah. So just do that many. Because as it stands, I just got to get enough of these that I can do some red dye. Let's sleep. I don't want to get blindsided by a skeleton or something, or a midget Enderman. Right here looks appropriate. Shabam, 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 and shabam, and we'll do that one more time. That way we have plenty. Don't have to do it later. Thought it was getting dark already. I was like, no freaking way. Like, didn't I just sleep? But never mind. We're good. Let's do just do 10 of them. I'm not sure how many we need. I kind of can I dye them? Is it 8 to 1 or is it 1 to 1? You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's all fine. So to get the red carpet, I could do 8 to 1 this way. Otherwise, I could do 2 for 3, which is a 1 to 1. So if I turn it into carpet first, it's going to be cheaper. I don't know how much I need, so let's just do that many for now. Actually, let's see if we can get at least 16. Because that'll be 2 iterations of dye. And hopefully that'll be enough. Like I said, I didn't math it, so, you know, don't want to. What am I looking for? Stone and gold. See, I have no gold. Like what? Where did it go? Like, I'm positive I have some. Did I turn it all into Electrum? Oh, there it is. I turned it all into Electrum. I was like, no, another snag in my diabolical schemes. We might need more carpet, but that's all right. We can make more. So that is fine. So I need 8 of these guys. That would be all of the carpet. So let's do that, and that'll give us 1 more things of this, and then this, and we'll do that. All right. So now the question being, where do I want to set this up at? Because it's going to be temporary, so I think we're just going to set it up out here. It's going to have a home in the basement, but right now this is kind of like, this is just going to work. And really cool thing about this, one thing you guys don't want to forget is that it's going to need some sort of redstone signal to craft. That's something that catches me up every once in a while, but it caught me up so many times that now I remember, like, got to have a lever. I was thinking about doing a pressure plate to be funky, but yeah, do you know what? Why not? Let's do a pressure plate. And we'll see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. And that's going to do that. Alright, so we got this cool little crafter. Now, we're going to make a pretty simple seed to start out with, because I'm not going to have the stuff to do slime, not going to have the stuff to do Enderman, but I want to do this on camera, so then when I'm off camera and I get the other ones, you guys ain't like, well, where did those come from, Like, Blaze and Enderman and cows are going to be different, but these simple ones, like gold, are going to be, well, simple. So, let's do the wood ones, so I can start farming spruce wood without chopping down a ton of trees. So, and this gives me charcoal and stuff too, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to need 4 longs, 4 Inferium, and a prosperity seed, which I just happen to have. I'm still drinking juice. Like we're gonna automate some sort of food. Check out my Pokemon series if you ever want to see how to automate Pam's Harvestcraft top tier food with the mods, given with the mods that are, there for you. I can't say it'd work at this one, but I did set up something to. So let's do spruce so we make sure it works, because sometimes it has like vanilla issues, and I don't want to hit that issue. But I did do Southern style breakfast in Pokemon I don't really know why I did it. Like, I really couldn't tell you a honest reason, other than just to see if I could do it. I was in the mood, I guess, to automate, and that's not something that I'm usually in the mood to do, because, like I said, like, I'm not one of those people that are like, I need 62 million cobblestone. Ooh, the pressure plate does work. But I'm not one of those people that need like 62 million cobblestone at the ready. You know what I mean? So I don't usually go crazy with the automation stuff, but it is kind of cool. Okay, so I don't have any dirt in there right now. So we're gonna set this up in the growing pot, botany pot. That's what I'm looking for. But excuse me. Then we need a single piece of dirt. And we can craft this in our inventory, but I don't think that far ahead. So we're just gonna do a blue one because I don't feel like getting the next level of stuff. So we can put this in here, and this should give seeds and wood essence. And that's pretty much how you craft stuff in the cool little thing. I actually kind of suggest the pressure plate. I think that's kind of cool. But, you know, it's to your taste, whatever you like, you know. So the wood essence is done. We did that. I would do the stone and netherrack, gold essence off camera. Same with osmium. But and probably nature if I do it. But then these four, I'll pick one to do on camera, and then do the rest off camera there too. But let's go ahead and see what else we can craft. I got this taken care of, that taken care of. We can make the book. I was thinking about making the book, but I don't really need the book, at least not at the moment. What I do need, though, is this soul stuff. So soulium ingots are 2 soulium dust and prosperity ingots. So I got a bunch of this. Let's grab 2 stacks of 2 stacks of prosperity shards, and go ahead and make a bunch of these prosperity ingots. We'll do half a stack because we're going to need them for different things. And the soulium dust, I do have a bunch of it, but I don't think it's like a stupid amount. Yeah, 53. So it's not like a stupid amount. But I can do 16 of these without worrying too much. We'll have to take another trip to the Nether, in which I'm planning on doing anyway, because I want to harvest a ridiculous amount of those resources to finish building my house with. So, yeah, I'll be taking the builder over there. I'll probably do that off camera too, because, I mean, you're not really missing anything. And we need soul glass, which takes a bunch more of the soul dust, which is unfortunate. Is that 1 piece? 4 for every 1? Holy man. Alright, so we can make one of these, just for video sake, I guess. But I need 4 of them for each seed. So, like, if we go into Enderman, and we need Enderman seeds, we need 4 soul jars. So each one needs an Enderman soul. So it needs, you know, I'm going to need 4 of these at the bare minimum. And then I'm also not sure if it consumes them or just the soul. So I might get this back when I'm done. If that's the case, then great. If not, then it's going to be a pretty resource-intensive way of doing things. Soul dust. Smooth soulstone, which is from soulstone, which is from cobblestone. Well, that's a whole lot of... Okay, so it's not the same stuff, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, kind of not cool, because now I gotta, like, smelt this, like, 3 times over. But I guess, you know, I have it pretty set up over here, so I guess we could just do that. I got my 16 stacks of clay, so I've been doing terracotta and bricks, just so I don't have to throw clay away. So I'll have to smelt this, then smelt it again, then smelt it 1 more time to be able to do this, which is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. But let's elemental craft is gonna give us, it gives us a bunch of stuff, but I can't see it being useful in the sense of outbeating another mod. But its growth accelerator for mystical agriculture seems pretty on point. So we're gonna start making this stuff. I think this is all the stuff we're gonna need, and we're gonna start getting into this. which should be alright, at least doing the very basics, because we're going to be getting on to the 30-minute mark now, and it would probably be, I don't want to get too into this, and then, crap out in the middle, So we got to I want to make a book. We don't have to make a book, I want to make a book, which is going to cost leather. And that's sad, because I only have 2 pieces of leather, and I'm saving up to make a backpack. Ooh, is there a weird way to get leather, like zombie flesh? Leather seeds, leather chunks. This might be made by zombie flesh. Nope. That is unfortunate. Oh well. I thought there might be a way to get leather in a different manner, but it's fine. Paper. Paper is made from something that I'm farming, the berries. I don't really understand the thought behind this, but, it's a nice alternative to somebody that, spent the last 3 um, iterations of Minecraft, the different things I've been playing, like different mod packs, looking for sugarcane. So, it's kind of refreshing to have that alternative. Alright, so this crystal. And we can do this. Another thing is Forbidden Arcanus, I think it is. It has these XP orbs, which I should have in one of these things here. Here, these guys. You get 4 of these around a stone tablet thingy, and it can make something that makes a tool or an item unbreakable, which is insane. But I don't know how to. I don't know where to get these at. From Stellarite blocks, I don't know how to get this, but it's from Forbidden Arcanus. There might be a book for it. If not, I can look up a tutorial. I did look up a tutorial for this elemental craft. It was about 9 minutes long, so obviously now I'm a complete expert. It was 9 minutes and 9 minutes of my life, and I know everything there is to know about elemental craft. It'll work. So yeah, this is going to tell us a bunch of junk about a bunch of stuff, and I'm not going to read every little bit on camera, but I'm going to keep that as a reference. And we want to make all this stuff. One of the most important things I want to make is the empty source receptacle. I'm not sure what this requires. A pure crystal. Alright, gold and diamonds. This is going to allow us to move nodes around. So then I don't have to, build where the node is. I can move it. And to make this, I need the pure infusion, pure infuser, and all 4 nodes already available. That's a pain. There's no way. Can I get, there's got to be a way I can transport this stuff. Yeah, this will allow me to transport certain amounts of it. Oh boy. Maybe that book is a good idea. Because if I already have these nodes next to each other, what the heck do I need this thing for in the first place? Well, we already have an air one. Let's see, what does it take to make this guy? A contained crystal, an element infuser. How do you get in a contained crystal? Okay, so gold nuggets around that. That's pretty simple. What was the other thing? The element infuser, which is more contained crystals. So let's grab whatever gold nuggets we have. I think we had 29 of them somewhere, 28. And let's grab a bunch of these here crystals. And let's just make a bunch of these here inert crystals. We'll just use all the nuggets we got. Because, honestly, what else are we going to need them for? And we're going to use these eventually. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of contained crystals. And now we need the element infuser, which takes iron and iron nuggets. Do I have iron nuggets just chilling over here? Because we could use those too. I do. Look at that. And we can make the elemental infuser. First item of, well, I guess the book was the first item, but hey, we're not splitting hairs here. So let's get back into this guy, and we need the Swift Alloy, which is used from an element binder on an air node, which we happen to have right outside. So let's make the elemental container, which takes drenched iron, which is made in the elemental infuser. We use a small elemental container with iron and these guys. So let's do a couple of those. Make a couple of pipes. I'm running out of room very quickly. So we got the pipes. We got. If only I can remember what the heck I was actually doing. Alright. Swift Alloy, Elemental Binder, and it has to be a regular elemental container. It can't be the small one. That's fine, because we need to get the drenched iron, which is with the elemental infuser and a small tank, which would be. Seems like that would work. So I need to find a Watchor thing. Now, I might have some drenched iron. One. I have a singular drenched iron. I need to get more than one. So we'd have to go on a small adventure. But I think this is a good place to wrap up. Get a very bare bones kind of dive into elemental craft. Or is that what this is called? Elemental craft. But we'll get back to this at a later time. Off camera, I'm going to get netherrack seeds, gold seeds, osmium seeds, stone seeds, mostly for building purposes. Maybe nature seeds if I can. I think it requires sugarcane, and obviously that's like something incredibly difficult to find. Yeah, it requires sugarcane, so and cactus, which is another thing that's fairly difficult to find. And doesn't seem like there's a clear-cut way of getting it. So I'll probably have to find it. So I think next episode, after all the building I'm doing and all this crap we're going and doing, I think an adventure episode is overdue. I mean, for you guys, we went to the Nether like 2 episodes ago, but for me, it's been like 4 days. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.